Should you still learn coding in the age of AI? I think so. I mean, the question is, how much do you need to learn? Like, you need to learn enough so that you are able to determine whether the AI is going in the right or the wrong direction. And that is the tricky thing to figure out. Like, how do you know when enough is enough, right? Okay, this looks nice. So that is just going up, up, up. That is going up. Let's just see where this goes. It might lead to a house. But AI, like my students, like my paid students who want to become DevOps engineers, I advise them to learn Python fundamentals so that you know variables, functions, know a little bit about object-oriented programming, so that you're able to read the code, right? Like, you don't need much deep coding knowledge in order to read code. But you kind of want to have an understanding of what's going on. Because the main issue is the security. So, as an example, when you're building an API in Python, you're going to be using Fast API. Well, you want to be able to determine that in order to do that securely, you need to have the endpoint secured with, for example, something as simple as an API key that you generate. And that might not be the best security, but at least it's something, right? But if you pick someone off the street and you're going to tell them, hey, you can just vibe code your apps now. Like, first of all, that person wouldn't be able to ask for an API because they don't understand what a backend API does and why you might need one. Let alone, how do you host it and secure it? And you can't really know all of that until you build a few of your own projects. Like, I am not a software engineer. I'm not a professional coder, although I have written thousands of lines of Bash code and Python code in my DevOps career. But I'm not a software engineer, right? But with agentic engineering, so using Claude Code and these kinds of things, because I have this experience and also having worked with applications, so I understand their architecture, like, I can build software that used to take weeks for whole teams to develop. And so many people are doing this live. So, but I couldn't have done this if I hadn't had that experience of building out a few applications and figuring things out and going through the Fast API documentation by hand. This was a nice little road. Like, this is the kind of hiking my legs are actually up for right now. I can do this for hours. But going up is hurting my legs. So yeah, it's maybe a bit long answer, but if you do take the time to learn how to code, then you're going to build whatever you can imagine. And I'm surprised with everything I've built so far. I've built so many